Alright, you guys, so I'm at my friendly Walgreens. Gonna see what we're gonna pick up today for our video. Hi everybody, this is Janet D, the PT, and I'm coming to you today to discuss wounds. What to do for those cuts and scrapes that we experience on a pretty regular basis, right? Okay, so one of the best things you could do right after a trip or a fall where you get a scrape is to clean it with either soap and water, or if you don't have that and you're a former Girl Scout like me, you have a first aid kit. And in the first aid kit, you would probably have a saline wash. So if you're hiking in the woods or something happens from the car, you get a scrape. If you don't have soap and water nearby, a saline wash would be a great start to clean the wounds. All right, now, growing up in the 80s, one of the things that my parents used to do to clean our wounds is to put peroxide over it. And gosh, as a kid, I hated it and I was scared, and all those bubbles by pouring the peroxide on the wound. Well, guess what? That is old school. Don't do that anymore, okay? Putting peroxide or rubbing alcohol, don't put it in the wound. If you don't really have a lot of products nearby, peroxide and rubbing alcohol, what you could do is just put it on the borders of your scrape or your wound. Put it on the borders in order to help in the healing and keeping the wound clean. You could also do beta iodine, and this would be great for cleaning the edges of the wound, but don't put it in it. Don't put it in the wound. You're just trying to facilitate the wound to heal itself, okay? So what should you put in the wound in order to heal itself, okay? One of the best things you could do is like a neosporin, an antibiotic cream, where you can just put it right over the wound. So with most wounds, what you want to do is you don't want it to be dry, because then like the environment is not good to help the wound heal itself. Okay, the other spectrum is you don't want a wet wound, because then how is it going to set the foundation of healing if it's all wet and mucky? Okay, wet and mucky also means that there could be an infection. So that's something else that we're going to discuss. Okay, something that I love, spritzing a wound, especially for moms, you know, post-pregnancy. I love witch hazel, okay, because it's more of a natural healant for scars and wounds, in order to kind of help the wound to heal itself. Okay, so what do we have to watch out for wounds? What are the signs and symptoms of an infection? Okay, whew, ready for this? Okay, a fever, redness, swelling, different color pus, like yellow or blood, right? Okay. Pain. If your wound or your scrape still has pain even after taking care of it with the products, okay, woo, let the doctor know, okay? Especially if your wound does not heal within 5 days, call the doctor. Call the doctor because something else might be brewing. Okay, so what are some medical conditions that we need to be aware of if we have it plus a wound? Okay, so this video is especially important for my diabetics, especially the ones who are uncontrolled, not really watching those blood sugars. Diabetics have a slower rate of healing for wounds. Okay, so that's something to definitely take into account. My people with certain medications that might interfere with wound healing. All right, so examples include steroids, corticosteroids, my anticoagulants, so warfarin or Coumadin, those medications, because they change the way that your blood clots, and so your body is already fighting against something else, and then you add a wound in it, whew, that's more for your body to have to handle. Okay, so wounds will tend to heal slower for people on those medications. Okay, so after cleaning the wound and putting a cream or a spritz to help the wound heal, then we have to cover the wound with a sterile bandage. Okay, so you can either use a Band-Aid, you can use gauze, something to just cover the wound to let it heal. All right, so if you really enjoyed my wound care video today, go ahead and press like. And if you are really enjoying my videos, go ahead and press like and share, but also subscribe to my channel. If there's anything that you would love to see on Janet D, the PT, go ahead and put a comment down and then you could see it coming up. All right, enjoy your day. Bye.